Hello, this is John with DualTemp, and today we are going to review navigation and changing set points for East Penn manufacturing. So you guys don't have graphics, so everything is going to be done through the tree. So once you log in, you will get the tree on the side. You're going to expand config. Within config, the two relevant things are going to be services and drivers. Services is going to house your user service. So if you guys ever want to add a new user, basically what you'll do is you would highlight East Penn or admin. In particular, for you guys, I would just say use East Penn. You're going to right click, duplicate, enter in, new username, hit enter, and then from there you're going to double click again. This is where you would go in. You could set up their password. You could set up if you don't want them to be a super user, that kind of thing. Again, if you need help with this, you can always ask us. So you'd set up a temporary password or permanent password. If you want to set up a temporary password, if you select this guy right here to true, the next time they log in, they will be asked to set up their own password. You can also go in, you can set up their user views. So if they're going to be using a browser that doesn't support Java, you can have them use the HTML5 profile, or you can use the default, you have to use the default. You can't use the basic. If you use the basic, you won't have the tree if you're using an AX profile. Once you're finished, hit OK, and there you go. You have your new user. So on to navigating your sites. You're going to expand drivers, then backnet network. Now you have two different device folders. You have your RTUs. Now everything in here is an actual device. These are the boards that are in the rooftops. And then you also have RTU interfaces. Now these are the spiders and VAVs. The spiders are your interface for changing set points, and it gets written to the RTU. But if you want to see any information about the RTU, you can pull up this, and it's going to show you all of your active set points. It's also going to show you any alarms, if there's any alarms present in the unit. So it's kind of like a troubleshooting tool for you. Now these, if you notice, there's several different types of points. The two that you're going to be worried about, or four actually, are numeric and Boolean. You have numeric read-only, you have numeric writable, which are points that you can write to for set points, that kind of thing. And then you also have Boolean and Boolean writable. Now Boolean is just a true or a false, so it's like active or inactive, if the fan is running or it's not running, that sort of thing. I don't know that you have any Boolean writable points down here. So anyway, this is the RTU. You're not going to change any set points from here. To change any set points, you got to go down to your RTU1 spider, expand that, double click. Now here, we're polling a bunch of data so that it can be shown on the TR71 wall sensor. However, this right here is going to be your set points that you're worried about. Occupied cool set point, occupied heat set point, unoccupied heat, and unoccupied cool. Now I believe you're not using a schedule at this point, so unoccupied is kind of irrelevant, but just so you know where it is. Now to change the set point, you're going to right click, you're going to go to action, and then set. When you're on the web and then you're using an HTML5 view, you're actually going to get like a little green circle in the points list, and that when you click on that, it's going to be the same thing as clicking action. So just be aware of that. These are your VAVs for your purge. I think this kind of just gives you can double click on the points list. It'll show you any relevant information. Again, all set points are changed in the RTU interfaces. The RTUs as device points is basically just for your information to see what's going on with the unit. Now you can go, there's a schedules page. If you double click on that, These are all the schedules. So this building HVAC schedule, that applies to all your comfort cooling equipment. These purge schedules are for the locker rooms. So if you guys need to change, there's a shift change or something to that effect, this is where we went and we changed all of that. So if you double click on that, here you can see how we have it set up. So these are the times when they're going to be in there. If you need to edit that, you can actually highlight one area and just move that one area around. You can right click after you've done that, and you can apply it to the whole week. So just as an example for that, we can apply Monday through Friday. You can move any of them really, and hit apply Monday through Friday. The weekends you kind of have to do individually, but you could even add a new event if you want, or if you want to take away an event, you right click and delete it. Once you're done, you hit save. And then if you're just going to the building HVAC schedule, like I said, right now you're running full on. You can move this around however you want. Again, once you're done, you always have to hit save. And then exhaust fans, this is just kind of giving you a status, as far as are these things running or not, and they're tied into your schedule. So the biggest thing you're worried about here though is schedules when you need to for the locker rooms, and then set points for your comfort cooling and for the locker room areas. And that is about everything that you'll need to know. So again, give us a call if you have any questions, and hope this helps.